everyone, welcome to my channel on this glorious, dull, overcast day. Well, I'm out here today with the Eachine E180. This is a helicopter for people not like me because I'm a beginner. This is a helicopter designed for people that want to get into the hobby and you only want to buy one helicopter and you need something to start that's going to take you all the way up to the pro level where you're flying it upside down, doing flips and rolls and everything. This is it, and it's not super expensive, and mine came with the ready to fly kit, so I've got the radio included. 6-channel radio came with mine, so everything's there, plus 3 batteries. Do I have any batteries? No, I don't know where I put them. Anyways, 3 batteries came with mine, so it is ready to fly. Now, it does have a 6-axis stability mode, and it does have the normal stuff for 3D flying upside down and all that other stuff that I would just totally destroy because I have no talent at that. But let me tell you about this here helicopter, why it's so cool. It's the construction of it. Now there's a ton of carbon fiber all over it, on the skids, the body, how it's constructed, the tail. It has aircraft grade aluminum all over the top portion and inside. I'll show you close-ups of that. Yeah, even the swash plate is aluminum. Yeah, everything is like metal in there. It's really, really good. Huge brushless motor on the bottom because it's direct drive system. Now a lot of the helicopters I've been flying all work with gears. So you got a little motor running a bigger gear, and it spins the props. This is just one giant motor at the bottom, so it makes for a quieter flight. Now, I did mention mine came with the radio, but say you just wanted to buy it without the radio. So if there's people out there that are very advanced, if you have something like a Spectrum radio, it connects to a Spectrum radio. It's got a spot on it that you can put a Spectrum receiver. If you have a Futaba radio, it connects to a Futaba, maybe even the receiver inside is Futaba, I'm not sure. And it has S-Bus, so it will work with pretty much all radios on the markets and all the most common receivers, so it's ready to go. And one thing I like on a lot of these helicopters is when the tail motor is also brushless. That means when I give it thrust to spin it to yaw any direction, it will react very fast, and it's perfect for 3D. And this here has the brushless motor on the tail end. Enough of me talking, let's go take it for a flight. All right, first thing we do is take our radio, take all the switches, push them away from us, that's good, and then power it on. There we go, we have a nice little display down here, we're all set. Cover's off, and I'm gonna plug in the battery, and it should connect to the remote over here. All right, take the props, pull them out, and we're all set to go. So normally on a remote, this is the hold switch on almost every remote on the planet. That's what they always make, the right hand is the hold switch. So that means if I engage it up, then if I move the throttle, let me just see if it works. I should get nothing, there we go. See, I can move the blades, and they don't spin. But if I take this hold switch off and do that, they spin. So you always want to make sure you have the hold switch on. There we go, and make sure you get in position. Now looking at my little display here, my little controller, I've got it in 6G mode, that means stability, and then you have a 3D mode. You also have switches over here. This would be your, I don't know, your head spin or your rates. So I'm gonna fly this like a beginner, and here we go. We'll take it up. And all I have to do is make sure it doesn't whack me in the face. There we go. It makes it sound like you're sucking on a balloon or something. Now normally when you're flying a helicopter, you don't stand as close as I am because it can whack you and it would hurt. But for the video, in order for my camera to get it, I'm flying close here. But here, I'll take it forward. I'll fly it around. It's in stability, so I should be able to always control it one way or another. It's not gonna flop over and fall to the ground unless I let it fall to the ground. So that's what I mean, as a beginner, you can learn how to fly. So I see that the helicopter is out of the box in it's a collective pitch helicopter. Okay, so I got stability mode with collective pitch. So my interpretation of collective pitch is if I move the throttle up, the drone goes up. If I move the throttle down, instead of the throttle spinning less, what happens is the props then flip the other way to push air up and bring the helicopter down really fast like that. You don't want to do that as a beginner. So you have to be careful with your down. Don't push it down too fast. Typical things you can do is yaw control. There you go. It's very exact. You can fly it around. I'll try to do a circle here. I'll go stand out here so more cameras can get a hold of me. There you go. Bring it through the cameras here. They can see me. All I'm doing is I'm pointing the nose straight as I go around. And that way I can keep it going around in a circle. So this is in stability mode. I'm just trying to bring it down so all the cameras catch it as it goes around. And there we go. Bring it that way. So you can go left. That's full blast left in stability. And let's bring it back. I'll go full blast right in stability. There we go. Nice. Very tame for a beginner. The Cool thing is that if you get into trouble, just take your hands off the joysticks. At least take your hands off the right joystick, because that's the one that'll get you into trouble. All right, so I am a beginner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out to a friend of mine who can fly this, doing it in 3D mode, unlike me, who is just flying it around here in non-3D mode. But I don't know, I'm having fun as it is. All right, so here, let me just show you me landing it to show that I can land it, break it down. Put it over here, and I'm doing this really rough and hardy. Try not to hit my other GoPro. Oh my God, I'm terrible at landing. There we go. And then hit the hold switch, and there we go, turns off. Before we see what a 3D helicopter can really do, let's do a quick Captain Drone unboxing. So this would be the box your helicopter comes in. If you take the contents out, it looks like this. The helicopter is really well constructed with carbon fiber and aluminum. Really nice brushless motor on the bottom, and on the tail, electronics are top notch. When ordering the helicopter, you can get it with 1 battery, 3 batteries, or 4 batteries. The blades are nylon carbon fiber composite material. Keep your fingers and arms and hands away when the blades are spinning. Out of the box, the 6-channel radio is already bound to the helicopter, so throw batteries in the radio and you're all set to go. The switches on the radio are designed for a beginner all the way up to a pro. Accessories include your battery charger, a micro Phillips screwdriver, spare blades, and items for the tail rotor. Also included would be an instruction manual for the radio and an instruction manual for the helicopter. All right, I'm out here now with Jack, and Jack flies helicopters way more than I do. He also flies drones, RC planes, RC cars, and boats. He doesn't drive, he flies it, whatever you do.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. But in the helicopter world, I'm like a little tiny baby newbie, and he's like the most advanced guy I know. So we have our little drone out here. Our E180 is right over here, and I'm just going to stand here for a second. Jack is going to go through all the settings on the controller, and we're going to see how it flies. So Jack, take it on up, and I'll walk over beside you.
Okay.
So are you taking off in stability mode first?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll just check it out, see what it's like. So we got limited bank angles. I don't think you can crash it this way.
I haven't crashed it yet, so it's pretty good for beginners so far.
Incredibly smooth.
It's got it going good. He missed a tree nicely.
It is a little slow to respond.
In the stability mode?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think that's for beginners, so you don't get into too much trouble.
Okay, so now we're in 3D mode. So we won't auto level.
Ah, so you can bank it. So do you just flick the switch here on 3D?
Exactly.
Okay. So you haven't changed any of the head spin or anything?
No, I think I'll leave it where it is because it's new to me, and
yeah,
I want to see what it's like before I increase the head speed.
Yeah.
But you see now your angles aren't limited.
No, now it looks like a real helicopter.
Yeah. So in this, if you bank it too much, this is where you'll end up inverted and possibly crash.
Oh, so in 3D mode, can you actually go inverted? Does it have enough head spin?
I believe so. Well,
or do you have to
let's
change
see.
those other rates? Ah, he's upside down.
Yeah.
That was no problem.
It's no problem.
If anybody's wondering, I'm flying the Mavic Air 2S. It's right up behind us, and I'm just trying to get a different angle. See if you can fly it around. There's a GoPro over there, Jack.
Yeah.
See if you can whip it around that one, and then try the other camera. Yeah, you can see the GoPro over there. There you go.
Something like that?
Yeah, and then you have a GoPro back here close to us. I'll just move this way so I'm not part of the shredding of the human body. Whoa! Yeah, it's a lot faster than I fly. So how do you find it then for, now that you have it in 3D mode, is it very responsive?
Absolutely, yeah, which I prefer. The limited bank angles in that, because it's a little windy, and it'll get yourself out of trouble if, when you're not limited. So, sorry, does that answer your question?
I think so. I don't know, I'm a beginner. Yeah. If I had this as a beginner and I learned how to fly it in stability, which I found so easy to do, if I wanted to progress into 3D mode and everything else, would this be a good helicopter for it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The stability mode is incredible. It's all about limiting the banks. You can learn and then progress.
I'm going to take my little drone, I'm going to put it straight over top of us. Let me try my zoom looking down. You've got it right near the pad. So yeah, I could see your helicopter. Oh, that looks really good when I do that. Let's see if I can follow you as you're moving around. If you can whip it around any place straight, see the drone up there? Yeah. And any place in front of us, it will be in the image.
Yeah. That's about the extent of my 3D capabilities.
There you go. All right, Jack, so you've flown the E180 helicopter. What are your final thoughts?
I love it. The difference, it's a direct drive, so it's a little different than your typical helicopters with gears. Stability mode is very nice, very good for beginners.
Yeah, I found it to be pretty good when I was flying it in stability.
Yeah, and 3D mode is great.
What I'll do is I'll put below Jack's head here what the flight time, rated flight time is according to the specs. Oh, I should ask you too, how did you like the controller? This is the included controller with it. I think it's a Futaba type controller. At least it's connected to a Futaba receiver.
Better than I expected. I thought it would be a toy grade type controller, but the gimbals are actually quite nice, quite responsive. And so no, I thought I would hate it, but no, it's not bad.
Great, great. All right, Jack, thanks again for your help. I'm going to have Jack review another helicopter of mine, the I think it's called the, I don't know, M1, that's what it is, the M1. So you'll see us back out here with the M1, but for now I'm going to put links below us to where you can find the Eachine E180. You can get it by itself or with the controller. If you get it by itself, you can then bind it to a Spectrum radio or a Radio Master TX16S. It works with that because it's set up to work with all sorts of things. You may have to put an extra receiver in it, but it's designed to work with many types of radios. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have questions on this, this here helicopter, post them below and I will answer as best I can. Then I'll ask Jack for the correct answer and get back to you. But thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next video. Bye.